Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I'm Craig from Iron Horse Railways, and you're watching The Monday Club.
It's Monday. It's 7 p.m. and the Bronx are on parade. It's time for The Monday Club, featuring your Jennifer Kirk, with the help of the Carpet Monkey, and your host with the Toast Topsy Toaster, and a wizard called Gandalf, featuring the sounds of the Glass Awake Symphony Orchestra and the musical stylings of Gordon, the music maestro. Let's get ready to loco! Ho, ho, ho! Ooh.
Hello and welcome to WWCIX. We are an award-winning specialist and manufacturer for miniature scenery modelling. We are proud to have produced one of the best-selling ProGrass micro applicators, and we've refined our quality products and systems with both beginners and expert modelers in mind. We supply and manufacture everything you may need, from static glass applicators, static glass tufts, handcrafted MDF and hand-poured resin products, all designed and curated in-house, with you, the modeler, in mind. You can find us at www.cnix.com or in store at Unit 6, Buford Court, Plasmal, Swansea.
Good morning, happy Saturday!
That's right, it's the Monday Club Big Happy Saturday outing when we're going to cover all of the new releases. And
how are we going to cover them? I haven't got a cloth big enough.
Exactly, there's a lot of announcements and we knew they were coming. Yes, so I can finally reveal that there have been announcements from Daypol, Oxford Rail, KR Models, and add them to Hellion, Acura Scale, Ellis Clark Trains. There is a cornucopia of stuff. They're the ones who actually told me something. If there are any other announcements, you can march up to them at Warley if you are going and go, why didn't you send Jenny the press release? Everybody else did. Why are you not hanging with the cool kids?
Topsy, do you have something to say to us?
Oh, my word. Topsy has been upgraded to stamp Gronk It Up, not a cult, on items of toast. Oh, well, that's lovely.
Let's have a closer look, Topsy.
Oh, right, okay. So there we go. Gronk It Up, not a cult. On
well done, Topsy.
That's brilliant. Oh, he's just sucked them back in.
Yeah, he does that.
Can I have some toast? Oh, there we go. So, it's great to see you guys. Hope you find it well. And it's Saturday morning. And we're the cool kids who are not at Warley. Just too expensive this year.
I'm not a cool kid. I'm just...
No, you're the...
I'm just nicely warm.
The monkey just tags along. So, big announcements today. You've probably already seen the KR Models announcement video. And it's the War Department 210. Yes, we know Ellis Clark Trains announced that last week, but KR Models have been working on theirs for 18 months. So they are actually quite well along.
Jan, when did we film that announcement?
We filmed that announcement back in March this year.
It was cold.
It was actually cold. Ironically, cold today. We had a frost this morning. But I think one of the things I've not seen anybody mention, Daypol have announced a Class 323, I think it is.
Class 54321. 54321.
No, it's not.
54321.
It's not a dusty bin. So
someone should absolutely do a dusty bin.
Yeah. So shall we crack off with?
You want to crack some off, do you?
Yeah. Oh, Topsy's getting excited now.
Who would you like to start with? We have.
Let's go.
There is one thing we have to start with.
Yes.
And this is the confirmation from Ellis Clark Trains.
About.
Yes.
So Ellis Clark Trains have confirmed that the decoder interface on their War Department 210 is now upgraded to a Next 18 interface, and this was off the back of. I know we mentioned it. But I think a lot of other people have been asking, why an 8-pin? That's a bit archaic. So Ellis Clark has listened to people, and they've upgraded the DCC interface to a Next 18, which I think is a great move. It gives them a lot more flexibility, and generally speaking, everybody's moving away from 8-pin, so it seems strange to have the model with that. The other thing they confirmed is that the front bogie can move unrestricted.
Yes,
there was a question mark over the
That
CADs.
was my big concern about it, because it looked like it was going to scrape or get in the way. But apparently they've
It will do radius 2.
They've done tests and it will work.
So radius 2, it is very carefully designed. And I'm actually looking forward to that, because a model which can have its front steps factory fitted but still get round corners is definitely a great improvement for the hobby, because up until now quite often these front steps come in the detail bag and it's a compromise. It's either get round corners or have the front steps. So I'm really interested to see what they've done to make that possible, and I think it will be a great step. Now, let's kick off with the Daypol announcement. We're going
I'll bring up
to
the
slam
Daypol.
right in, because this is something that...
What do you want? Do you want the PDF so you got all the info?
Let's just double check it is today and not tomorrow. So the PDF will tell us this. This weekend... Breck... What? Ben Davis, you have to follow the link from the video at the moment. I don't think they've made it live on their website. They're currently inundated by people looking at the Big Bertha on their stand at Warley. So there is a link in the video. And yes, Brecknock Valley KR Models 210 is cheaper than the Ellis Clark trains. Now, the Ellis Clark trains one is being made from brass, die cast, and if their black 5 and O gauge is anything to go by, certainly the Wickham trolley, blown away by that model, it's going to be a museum piece, but museum pieces cost money.
Yes.
So you're looking at nearly £100 price difference between the KR Models one and the Ellis Clark Trains one. And effectively, if you buy the Ellis Clark one, you're going to get what is, by and large, very much like a well-built kit model or scratch-built that somebody who really knows what they're doing has done. The KR models will be a ready-to-run model, just like you'd find from all the other manufacturers. So it's really up to you, but it's interesting. We did do a poll a couple of weeks ago, and it was interesting that 3 out of 4 people said price was more important than detail.
That is true, yes.
So did we verify that we can actually talk about...
It doesn't say.
Let me just... I think it was
I will check on the... I'll check on the thing.
25th. Yeah, 25th.
Yeah, so, well, that's today.
So we can... It's not exclusively. People at Warley will already know this. Strict embargo until 9:15, 25th of November. Right, we're good to go.
We're fine.
So, Daypol, let's get those pictures up on screen.
Go for it, yeah.
And this is the class 323 in 00. Oh, yes.
That is a big, big thing.
Absolutely. So, this is the final... a passenger commuter multiple unit that was delivered under BR. So you can see it there in what I guess is its original livery. And these are never been offered ready to run before.
This I like. This is very interesting as a connector.
Yeah, the coupling between the coaches, I like that has potential. Yeah, I know you're looking at that going, oh, that's a bit chunky. But if it makes getting these apart and together on the track, which is something that Daypol brought to their version of the Manor, the D class and the D1 class, and the GWR Mogul, then I think that this is a great development. It will also mean, hopefully, one decoder per thingy, per model.
So we've got some information here.
Yeah, so the British Rail Class 323 is a class of electric multiple unit EMU passenger trains built by Hunslet Transportation Projects and Holleck. All 43 units were built from 1992 to 1995 for British Rail's provincial sector. Entering service in 1994, the 323s were among the last trains to enter service with British Rail before its privatisation in the mid-1990s.
So I can see immediately why people would want it. It's the last one.
And I think they're still running today. The units...
No, but I mean, it's the last one from BR.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a nice intercity-looking one.
Of the 43 units built, 26 are in operation with West Midlands Railway and 17 with Northern Trains. So, from 2018, the units received new accessible toilets and upgrades to their internal passenger information display systems. And with the introduction of the new Class 730 units, the West Midland Trains will transfer to Northern, joining the existing fleet.
I like the look of that one.
Ah, yes. First Northwestern, I think.
Yeah.
Is that first?
With its toothpaste livery.
No, that must be the... that must be... That
If you're not looking at that and thinking Aquafresh...
Yeah, not just a pretty paste. It looks more... Oh, there's some really interesting and colourful liveries here. The units are known for their distinctive sounds that can be heard during acceleration or decelerations. These sounds are generated by the traction electronics, and Dapol are working on reproducing this for DCC sound fitted models. So that actually, I think that more and more sound is going to be the big ticket thingy. So proposed liveries: Regional Railways Centro, Regional Railways Greater Manchester PTE. Ding 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 ding. There we are. There's the one I want. London Midland. First Northwestern Barbie with Northern branding. That's the Aquafresh one, I think. West Midlands Trains, Northern New, White and Blue, and Regional Railways Centro Heritage Repaint. DCC Ready, 350. DCC Fitted, 385. DCC Sound Fitted, 470.
180!
So if you scroll back up, I'm looking at the press release, you see, if you're wondering what I'm doing.
Yeah, Jen's reading.
Whoa. I want the, when they're thinking it'll be... Oh, so it's going to be...
Just quickly checking on the... Toothpaste looks like Signal, yes!
Plux 22 decoder. This does seem to be becoming more and more common. 14-pin electrical connection between cars, just one DCC chip needed. And I think that that's definitely something that going forward all things should have. DCC controllable lighting, including door open lights when in stations. Now, we talked about this in a video I filmed, but I've just realised that I haven't put out yet. So I won't tell you too much about that video, but I think that will be a first. That's something which I've said that certainly older models should be upgraded at some point with. Dapol have brought it as new. Low profile motor in centre car, driving all wheels.
That seems to be becoming more common as well.
Yeah. DC switchable tail lights as well. Bespoke DCC sound scheme. Body side display indicators on the two that have those. Oh, that'll be interesting. Close coupling mechanism. Alternative destination labels. I think that is important. Working BSI coupling on front ends to allow 6 or 9 car operation. Fully painted interior and posable dummy pantograph and full roof detail. So there is a lot going on this. Right.
Also, one of the things to say is correct toilet module. You can't see it. Why are you doing it?
Shush. Good job it's not smell-o-vision, because some of the toilets in these things can be a bit fruity.
They got a little bit whiffy.
Oh, do you remember the Pendolinos with the let's run the hot exhaust just next to the toilet effluent tanks? That'll really brew it up.
Oh, by the way, if you're ever on an aeroplane or any kind of aircraft and you ask for a cup of tea or coffee, the staff will look at you in a very sorry manner. Because guess what's right next to the water intake valve on most aircraft?
Effluent outflow?
Yes.
Yes. It's like, to be honest, that's like human beings, isn't it? It's like the recreational area is run straight through the middle of by the sewage outflow.
Yeah.
Who designs these things? And if that isn't an argument that there is no intelligent design for humans, I don't know what is. So I'm sorry. Let's run the sewage outflow through the recreational area.
To be fair, that's just local councils, isn't it? Isn't that right, Topsy?
Yeah, yes. Oh, gronk it up, gronk it up, gronk it up. Not a cult.
Not a cult. The Gronky Dog cult is not a
Yeah,
cult for
ham
legal and tax
shackles,
purposes.
ham shackles and door lights. Sure, Jenny mentioned them last Monday. I've mentioned them a lot, and it is great that Daypol are doing.
We're in that Backman one that took me absolutely ages to edit that video because you just kept talking and talking and talking.
Peachy TT120 says, Jenny, will we be going live with our kid Iron Horse Craig? Iron Horse is our man on the floor at Warley. He's at the DCC Concepts stand. So he is there actually. We are not at Warley, obviously.
Ben Davis
We did
asks,
not transplant the loft to Warley.
Ben Davis asks, will Rails of Sheffield have the KR models 210 out?
Yes, they should.
Yeah.
So that will also be available through them.
Yeah. But as you can imagine, there's a lot going on this morning, so it might take a little bit of time before certain links go up.
Oh, wow. Mark Wilson, our correspondent with the DeLorean, says, I'm a sewage outlet designer. So, I'm sorry, were you going to run that through the beach?
Can I just point out that
playing in the water. Oh, this water smells funny, Mummy.
What is this?
They're splashing in the water. You see, Topsy got it as well.
Do you just sit there and when you're splashing, go up, down, up, down, up, down? Is that your limited
like,
8-bit
Mummy,
animation?
Why are we not moving? Why are we drowning?
You're supposed to move your legs too, Timmy. Oh well, we'll get another one.
TARDIS by the engine shed, says Within Model Railway. Patrick Ling, big hello to you. Brecknock Valley says,
Shall we
Daypol
phone
really
Iron Horse
have...
and see how things are going?
Oh, we could do. How do we get him on air?
We just turn it on speaker.
I don't know whether he's... I'm not sure I've actually got his number.
I have.
Have you?
Don't
No, I know. Let's see, can we get him on... You've got his number?
Yeah.
Okay, give him a ring.
I'll go and get my thing. Right,
So,
you keep
the
talking
Monkey of
about how you
Madness...
splash.
Yeah, the Monkey of Madness is going for a fan. We're going to see if we can get a word from the floor. He might not pick up. So, Patrick Ling says, sorry I'm late.
A Monday clubber is never late, even on Saturdays, to the wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to. Hello, Topsy. Oh, nice toast.
Yeah. Oh, we can get it out all the way. Right. So, other announcements. KR Models, obviously. We got their 210. You may have seen the announcement video. That's what I was saying. I know at least one announcement. I actually know of several. Yeah, coming up as well, we're also going to be covering the Oxford Rail announcements. Yes, that's right. Finally, we got an announcement from Oxford Rail. Now, I've just realised we've not uploaded any of the pictures, so we will task the Monkey of Madness to do that. But Hellion as well have made their final announcement. They've been doing a trio of announcements every Friday, culminating in the Class 44 is now coming in 00 as a follow-on from the Class 45. Yeah, I forgot to tell you there's Hellion ones as well. We've got a press release. So
You just make things up, don't you? You just like
not quite.
drip them out as I'm going to keep me going.
Dion Wollaston. Oh, is that the door? I'm sure I heard a knock on the door. Dion Wollaston, big hello to you. Great to see you. Hope you're well. Joshua W56. Wow. It says wow. Posh Dan says, is Topsy getting paid extra to work on the weekend?
Fair enough, because I'm not.
He says he hopes so. Joshua W56 says, now we have all 3 peaks. I don't think they've done the 46 yet, have they? Backman have done all 3. So we've actually had the 44, the 45 and the 46 from Backman for quite some time. Because my 44 and one of my 46s are actually 8-pin chassis versions. So these are basically all singing, all dancing ones. Right. So Mark Wilson, our guru with the DeLorean, has Are you really a sewage outfit? So who was it?
It was the Post.
Oh, right. Did we get anything?
A bill from Virgin Media.
Oh, I don't approve of that. Yahoo sucks. Peter Crossett says, I'm actually watching this live. First time I usually watch the repeat. Brilliant.
Welcome.
Great to see you. Hope you are well.
You're live
and
on
of course,
air.
this is where all the cool kids who decided Warley was too expensive are hanging out. Or maybe you're going tomorrow. Shall we take a look now? We've done the day poll announcement. That was quite a surprise, actually. I think they've kept that button down quite well. And I think that could well end up being model of the year when it comes out. I didn't see a delivery date on it, but certainly looks good. Now, Oxford Rail are also making an announcement. Well, have done at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, about an hour ago. So, I'm now looking at their press release. They did a presentation at 10 this morning. They're doing it again at 10 tomorrow morning. But exclusively, we can reveal, because we've actually got all the pictures. All those YouTubers who thought they'd go to Warley to scoop all this info. We beat you to it, because we've had this for a week. Right, so on your screen now, the J26 is progressing. And I'm getting excited, because I'm really looking forward to the J26. This was announced, I think, at the same time as the J27. So, following the release of the J27, Oxford Rail have made good progress on the development of the J26 and have put a lot of effort into improving the design to make the J26 their best model yet. I thought the J27 was a really good model. Improving the design to make the J20... Oh, I've just read that. In addition to the 3 versions previously announced, they're going to be adding a lined Northeastern Railway version to be released alongside the other 3 versions. Now that is something I'm really looking forward
that's
to.
The wrong one.
Yeah.
We don't have any pictures of deliveries.
No, but you just got a sneak peek of the standard Cowan's Sheldon 15-ton crane, one of the most anticipated
Is this
items.
the thing that everyone's been going on about?
Yes. The Cowan's Sheldon 15-ton crane, announced back in 2020. Gosh, it has been a while. They've been rather tight-lipped since. Today, they are pleased to say the project is moving ahead at a swift pace. However, they felt it was missing a crucial element, and that's why they've decided to develop a match truck to be included with the crane, making it feel complete. And I must admit,
that might be why it's taken a little
that
longer
is probably
than
one of
expected.
the reasons. So an authentic match truck will also come with this. And I must admit, when you look at it, the jib's hanging out, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to use under that? So I'm really, really quite pleased to see that development. Yes, Topsy is quite... Topsy is getting quite frisky since we've put toast in him.
He likes it.
So that's where we're up to on that. But that is not all. Next up, JCB Hydra Dig Road Rail Edition. Earlier this year, Oxford Rail introduced the JCB Hydra Dig to their diecast range, and they're now delighted to unveil their Road Rail Edition to be included in the Oxford Rail range. The Road Rail Edition will include guide wheels as well as track maintenance accessories, and we think this will make it a perfect addition to any modern or preserved model railway. Now, the Monkey of Madness, if you wouldn't mind, right, so
Beep, beep.
we have been sent this
Looks rather
picture
good, actually.
of the progress on the Cowan Sheldon crane. So there you go. You saw it here first if you're not at Warley.
Yeah.
They've got a length of track. I'm sorry, the eye is drawn to the length of track placed on top of their embankment. I wonder if Oxford Rail, that's going to damage your static grass.
Yeah,
so
just a
there
lot.
we go. I was certain I'd seen
Jen, did you at any point press the... That's okay.
Press what?
I was looking at the small thing, thinking that was the entire screen. And thinking, did you at any point press the button to get on the rostrum cam?
no,
but no, we've been shown the whole thing.
No.
It's okay. I'm just used to seeing
Angus's
it as a very small
trains.
thing.
So great to
Wow,
see
hey.
you. It's been a long time. And I hope you are well. We have missed you, I must admit, on the live show. You used to be quite a regular. And we have missed you. It's great to see you in. I hope you are well. Right, can we go back to the chatty poos?
Yeah.
So I can actually read the chat.
Do you want to press the button to bring us back up to full screen? I like this setup.
Dean Wollaston. Yeah, but I can't read the chat in that setup. So I'm going to. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, of course I can. So we can see what.
See what I mean? I can have everything.
Yeah, actually, that works even better.
Yeah.
So
for those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, we've now managed to get the monitor and the chat onto one screen side by side. So Jen no longer has to ask me to check whether things are on screen.
Yeah. Can I just say that's what we're looking at, but without the reach around. Right.
You've broken it now.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Ben Davis says, "Do you know if Oxford Rail or Hornby got every announcement?" I don't know what you mean by that.
Where?
Says Ben Davis says, "Do you know if Oxford Rail or Hornby got every announcement?"
We don't know.
We've got the press release of all the Oxford Rail ones. So, right, let's have a look at...
We've got this.
What's this?
This is what you sent me, the image.
Oh, yes. So for...
I believe this is currently...
this is in the hall at Warley. Now, I was sent this by New Junction, who can't join us because he's at work. He's actually in the hall, but he sent this, and this is, if you look on the front, look, a Curascale partner.
Well, actually, what it says is a Curascale on tour.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I can't really. You've made it really tiny.
It's on that screen there.
Oh, yeah, it is. So this is a 51XX large prairie. Now, the 51XX and the 61XX have been done by Dapol and Hornby. This has been brought to the hall by a Curascale. I said if they really wanted to yank people's chains, they should have brought a Gronk. That would have really fired stuff up. So there you are. That's the full-size locomotive that is in the hall. So there we go. Right, anyway, anywho. So let's just make sure that the... yep, there we go. Right. You can move that over so I can read the chat.
I could, but I'm trying to do something at the moment.
Oh, you
because I'm setting up for the next one.
Okay, right. If you want to.
There you go.
Right. Martin Shipman says, "Is the just gone off the top? Is the TARDIS otherwise occupied today?" No, it's been spotted. In fact, I
believe that one of them you might not see because. The new doctor, Nakuti Gautwa, has borrowed it in order to practice flying.
No, both of them have been on screen.
It was a joke, Jen!
Yeah, don't do your Hoovian jokes. Right, that backhoe would be useful in N scale, says Leslie Gilpin Rowe. It'd be very small as well. Aylesmead Project says, "Jen, the Oxford Road Rail, is that coming in O gauge?" No, I believe that's a 00, I think. Leslie Gilpin Rowe says, "I thought that was a super detailed diorama by you-know-who." No, I didn't make it. Peter Grosset says, "Thanks for your reviews and updates. They are my go-to when I'm going to buy a loco." Oh, thank you. That is really... Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. And it makes Topsy very excited.
Jenny?
Yes?
Are you still there?
Yes.
Good. Good to know.
Okay, good morning, Andy Stewart, great to see you. And Angus's train says, "Could a Curascale be going to do a large prairie, I wonder?"
Oh, maybe they just wanted to troll everyone.
I think I've got something in my eye.
Speaking of a Curascale, do we have some images from their announcements?
We do, but I'm still reading through the comments first.
Okay.
CP Model Railway says that track in the Oxford Rail crane image is not fully supported, so a roll down the embankment is imminent.
Well, maybe that's why the crane's there.
Before it goes off the top, I want to read it. Angus's train says, "Yes, I'm well. I've been very busy. Haven't fallen off the edge of the earth. You know what it's like, but I should be back now." Brilliant.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for rediscovering us. I'm sure you've been watching on catch up. Don't forget, everybody, do tickle the like button, share the stream on social media, let people know that there is the alternative to Warley for those people who looked at the prices and went, "How much?" Angus's train says, can I ask who Topsy is, considering I haven't been around for ages? I thought you were watching us on catch-up.
Hello.
Topsy is our toaster, the host with the toast. This stems back to, we did a live stream from Rails of Sheffield where I mentioned that I love Top's numbers on stuff so much that if they put Top's numbers on a toaster and painted it blue, I would have one. And 3B Rail very kindly did just that, and Topsy was born.
Yep.
And so we added googly eyes because everything's better with googly eyes, and that is the story of the toaster. He's been on tour as well, and we took him to Getz, and he proved very popular.
He was very happy at Getz.
Yeah, people came to have their photo taken with Topsy. He's our thing, our lovable host with the toast.
Yes.
We're just hangers-on now.
Jen, before
what?
we go any further, do we have a sponsor today?
Yes, we do. It's WWCIX, who are also announcing a product at Warley, but they haven't sent me any details.
Oh no!
So we can't tell you much about that.
Because we don't know.
Hello, Andy81E. There's a sense of lateness. And actually,
In Monday Clubber is never late, Toto wagons, even on a Saturday. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. My goodness. Gandalf was able to speak while you were drinking. That's amazing.
yeah, you didn't even see my lips move. Ben Davis says, I can't wait to get the Oxford Rail crane, and they look amazing. Absolutely. It's the crane is definitely one of my top picks from Oxford Rail. They announced in 2020. We've heard nothing since. We were scared, actually, that they had cancelled it. But, oh, no. And the class J26 is progressing too, so really looking forward to that. Robin Slewer says, I wish I could have been at Warley. It is expensive, it's crowded, and you're getting all the info here. And think about it. I'm showing you these great pictures on screen. Woohoo, look at the pictures of the announcements. And you don't have to push and shove through huge crowds of people with rucksacks to get near the front.
That is true.
So, Accurascale, of course, made their announcement a couple of days ago now. We do have the press release, so we can show you super high-res pictures. And that means if you've got one of those really big TVs, extreme close-up.
Look at that. Look at all that.
Move it up
all
a
that
bit.
detail.
Just go off what it shows. There we go. So, there we are. This is the 57. Is this a 57XX? I know it says 5754, but
that could mean anything.
The cab is making me think 67XX for some reason. But yeah, this was a bit of a surprise announcement. The Accurascale pannier, the price is very keen. I think you'll be seeing that Bachmann might be dropping their prices a bit for their 57XX and 8750 panniers. But Accurascale are doing the 57XX, the 67XX and 8750 panniers. And as you can see, they're already at EP. These are well advanced. $139.99 is the RRP. That does mean that if you order through your friendly local Accurascale retailer, such as Great Eastern Models, I know they're not at Warley, so they'll be open as usual. So Great Eastern Models, give them a ring. Tell them Jenny sent you. Get your order.
It's got
in
all
there.
the differences.
Yeah. There's a lot of differences between these.
You know what? If they just released them in this style, that would look nice as well.
No.
The black and silver and gold.
No. Sorry, no. I think the middle one is I'm sure that middle one is a 67. I'm not sure. So anyway. Angus's train says, didn't think we needed another pannier. This is like a super duper updated model. Now, the Bachmann model has its roots back in the days of mainline for the 57XX and the 8750.
Oh, look at that back detail.
So these are a massive upgrade, but I think the most important thing is I think these are coming in at the same or less as the RRP for the Bachmann model. So I'm actually looking forward to, I think it's 7756, which is one of the NCB ones. I a lot of the panniers actually escaped scrapping simply by being sold on into either London transport or industrial use. So they are reasonably well represented in preservation because of that preservation route. Brecknock Valley says got 2 of these models on order. Angus's Train says we need a show like Warley in Australia. It's on my bucket list to do when I eventually get to the UK. I prefer Getz myself.
Getz is good.
Oh, Aaronville says hello. Sorry I'm late. I'm going to Great Eastern Models to Anne and her colleagues. Thanks, Jenny. Absolutely.
A Monday clubber is never late, Toto wagons, even on a Saturday, and nor are they early, even on a Saturday. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
You're welcome. I'm going for some tea. It's far too early.
Oh, I'll have some biscuits if you're going.
Biscuits?
Do say hello to Anne and everybody at Great Eastern Models. Tell them that we sent you. It doesn't get me anything, but it spreads the word. The word of the Gronk It Up, not a cult.
The words of the Monday Club.
Yes,
They're
Alan
etched
Reynolds
on the walls of everywhere.
Alan Reynolds at Buckland Junction, aka PVA J Cloth. Alan, great to see you.
Shall I
Good morning
attempt
to you. To what?
To conjure the Iron Horse.
Yes, give Iron Horse a ring. So, also, we're going to give you a chance to have an alternative to Warley in that I'm going to just, at the end of our stream, we'll just leave it running and actually leave the trains running so you can enjoy the trains.
Oh, yeah.
Also, can I just say, I fixed my turntable. I had to make it hand cranking because my battery went flat. Look at that. And at the end, in fact, let me just remove me. There we go. Look at that, everybody. Ooh, Ben Davis. Oh, just deleted his comment. Right. Poshdown says, I better start saving for a 57XX then. Joshua W56 says, of course we got Gandalf's announcement. Ben Davis says, Jennifer, wish I could go to Warley, but sadly, too long a drive around 30 to 40 minutes to get there.
Hello.
It is long.
Hello there.
Hello. Please don't swear. You're actually live on air. We just thought we'd have a word from the stand there. You're on DCC Concepts' stand, I believe.
I am.
How's it going there at Warley?
Manic and very, very busy.
Is it? So have you been recognised much?
Yes, I'm actually just stood here with Rob from Little Wicket Railway as well. We're having a nice conversation about thumbnails.
Oh, right. If he knows who I am, have him to say hello, but do warn him he's live on air.
It will do. He's just talking to someone. I'll let him know in a second. It's all very good. I've not had a chance to get away and look at the actual exhibition yet. I think you've seen Model U and their 3D scanner, which looks like something from Star Trek, like a teleporter. That's fantastic.
Have you been scanned?
No, I've not been scanned yet, but I'm hoping to get scanned tomorrow. And it looks like a big Star Trek transport. You walk into it and it scans you in about 30 seconds, full body scan.
So it's like a photo booth type thing.
Honestly, so I will get photos and video footage of it, but it looks absolutely fantastic, Jenny. It really is cool, and it's a lot rather than when you got scanned. You have to sort of stand there like a...
Yeah, it's like strike a pose.
And for 10 minutes, and then they'll scan you with an airport scanner to make sure you don't have any contraband on you. and then that was it, and then you got your figure out.
Yeah.
And this one, you just walk in, strike a pose, plug, there's nothing to it, and then there you are, you're done.
Oh, excellent.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And-
a lot easier.
So, would you say that Warley is busier, not as busy, or about the same as last year?
I would say at least the same, if not a little bit busier.
Really? Because it was busy
Yeah.
last year, I must admit. But have you caught any of the announcements of the new models?
I have not been able to get away from the stand again. We are really, really busy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I'll put you in the know then. Daypol have announced a double O class 323.
Was that the EMU or something, is it?
Yeah, the Pantograph EMU.
Oh, very good.
And it's going to have, amongst other features, the lights that come on down the side when the doors open.
Oh, very cool.
they're
Yeah,
going
I like that.
they're going to be a feature as well. So
Marvellous.
we're really coming along with how DCC is developed.
Yeah.
So
that one have got something here. It's called Kinesis. I don't know what it is.
apparently,
Control system or something.
some kind of new DCC control system. My person on the inside hinted at me.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like that might be the case. Yeah.
I've also heard of this other one. It's a small company, a bit of an upstart, called Iron Horse. Have apparently created a mega Gronk,
Oh yeah,
which is rather cool.
Your,
I did indeed, yes. I
your,
did indeed.
your toast arrived, and Topsy is very happy with it.
Is he enjoying it? That was the courtesy of 3B Rail, was that?
3B. Oh well, that's very good. A 3B
Yeah.
rail. So also DCC Concepts have their own new launching DCC control system in the form of the Aegis as well, haven't they?
No, they have indeed, yes. It's designed to go to the NCE power cab.
Yeah.
If you've got an NCE power cab, you've got everything you ought to need. It's plug and play and pair it, and then you are away. You are no longer tethered like a sheep to a fence.
So,
And away you go.
do you know if RJ has been to see Kinesis yet, and what his thoughts are?
I believe we have sent a spy.
Oh right, is this
I
RJ's
don't
marched
know,
over?
I don't know. No, I don't know who's been. We've sent a over operative to have a look. I'm going to try and get over because I'm in plain clothes today.
Yeah,
So
oh,
I'm gonna
right,
try and
because
have a
I
look
am
as well.
actually very, very interested. They haven't sent me a press release, but my man on the inside told me that it was a DCC control system.
Yeah.
So
That seems to be the vibe.
I've been given the hurry up. So
Well, it's not so much a hurry up as he is working today.
I am actually working.
yeah, tell Richard Brighton you plug in the company. So if
I
anybody,
will do.
yeah. So have you got any deals on at DCC Concepts for the weekend?
They've got the value weathering packs they're normally 30 quid, they're now 20 quid, as well as a few other things as well. So if you're at the show watching the stream, come over and see us.
Right, yeah,
We've got a
and
few things on.
brilliant. And that is a show-only offer, is it?
It is, yes.
Right.
Nice.
Well, look. Anyway, look. It's great to hear from you.
And you as well.
Is Rob from Little Wicket stopped gassing yet, or has he wandered off?
No, he's talking to one of his many adoring fans at the moment.
Is he? Is it? See, this is the
That's
this is
the
the
thing
bane
about
of
it, yeah.
YouTubers, is you do get mobbed
It
with
is. Yes.
people. So has anybody asked you where I am?
No, a few people, yeah. But listen, I am going to get going, okay?
Yeah.
All right, take care. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Yeah. Look, you
No
take
worries.
care. Smell you later.
See you later. Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye.
Bye.
So there we go. That is our correspondent live on the floor at Warley. Alan
That's Iron
Pollock.
Horse. He's over at the DCC Concepts stand. Go and see them. Apparently, they've got a rather good deal on.
Yep. And 3B Rail says many thanks for the assistance. Great. Absolutely. Topsy is incredibly happy.
He really is.
Look at this. It's like a match made in heaven. Gronk it up toast, not a cult, and a toaster.
Yeah.
Alan Pollock says 111 watching and only 30 likes. Do tickle that like. Come on, people. It's not difficult. And it's
Jen.
free as well.
Jen,
Come on, hit the like
you're
button.
almost as bad as I was last night on my show.
Tim's Molero in different videos says, is there new 009 stuff? If there is, I haven't been told
If
about
there is, it'll be Pico.
But I contacted somebody at Pico, and they said if we are making announcements, nobody's told me. So
Yeah, Jen sent them an email and they replied, who's this?
right, Angus's Trains asks, can I ask you a question about the KR Models War Department announcement? Is that the same as the Ellis Clark announcement?
Nope.
Same prototype locomotive, different companies.
Yeah, they are both doing it.
So
It's
there
the
are
same,
two models on the market.
Yeah, same loco, different models.
And essentially, turns out they were both working on it independently. Now, KR Models have been working on it for 18 months. I do know that. We filmed the launch video in March. So that video has been... that's why it's like, oh, yes, I've lost weight. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah,
Nobody said anything.
I
but,
did. And it's just one of those things. We don't know how long Ellis Clark have been on with it, but given that we saw their CAD renders, it's clearly been a while.
Oh.
So who knows?
Railway Rob says, I'm at the show. Great show, but definitely quiet for the NEC.
Well, it might be something to do with the fact that some of the trains were cancelled.
Oh, are they on strike again?
Yeah, I know that.
They do it on purpose.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
do.
of it.
Absolutely. Warbler Productions is not happy because they haven't got there yet.
Oh my word!
They had an early bird ticket, haven't got to the event.
Oh, that sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks extremities.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, Martin Shipman says, "Did you get your tea and biscuits?" Well, I got a cup of coffee. Right. A next announcement. Do we have another?
Well, I can try and find one.
Actually, let's have another look at the Ellis Clark trains ones. We've still got them on the computer, haven't we?
Just give me a second to find them.
Logically, you would have put everything in the same place.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
So if you do go to Warley, tell everybody I said hi. And there are a lot of deals on, but likewise, Rails of Sheffield also today have their rummage event. So all this weekend, if you can't get to or don't want to go to Warley, there is an alternative in Sheffield. So, right, we've got the...
Is this the one?
Yeah, they're the ones. So we're going to revisit the CADs as well for the Ellis Clark trains, War Department 210. This was announced a week ago.
Machine, that.
And somebody asked me, are they much different to the 280 version? And actually, I think they are. It's the smoke box, not the smoke, the firebox even.
From what
Much curvier. My recollection of the 280 versions is they're a bit boxier. But these CADs look superb. Now, Ellis Clark Trains have issued an addendum to clarify two things. One, front bogie has been very carefully designed to allow full sphere of curving. Now, the real 210s are a bit challenged in corners, actually. It's just something...
We saw that at the...
Yeah. When we were at Highley at the engine shed back in March filming that launch video, there's actually scratch marks on the wheel rim on that front bogie, and both myself and Phil Parker from BRM, who've also got a launch video, noted that it catches the front cylinders on curves, and the curves aren't exactly steep to get into the engine house for the trains, but it was right at the limit of what the 210 could handle.
Which is why we were worried when they were putting these on.
So with the steps and all the detail on there, but what Ellis Clark Trains have confirmed is it has been incredibly carefully designed, and this model will take in radius 2 curves.
Which is fantastic.
The other thing that they've upgraded, because I did query this as well with them, and apparently I wasn't alone. Now, these CADs say it's an 8-pin chassis, but that has now been upgraded. The Decoda fitting is still carried out through that hatch.
Which is interesting, isn't it?
There's a single screw holding the bogie on, which is just hidden away.
I assume it's there.
No, right there.
Yeah.
Single screw, remove that bogie, and then you've got like a hatch that you can open up. And they were going to be doing 8-pin DCC, and I think a lot of people pointed out that's a bit archaic, is it not?
So
they have upgraded it to next 18, and that hopefully now means that they
could do all sorts with that.
It does mean that they have options now for doing firebox flicker and other lighting effects.
I still say, however, this is what really sold the idea of what you can do for me. Look at it. That is clearly the connector from the tender to the locomotive. But it's done in the style of the air pumps and all the other stuff.
Well, like the water pipes, I guess.
Water pipes and things.
But that looks quite interesting. And of course, I'm guessing there will be tender pickups.
Yeah.
But it makes me intrigued about what they're going to be putting in the tender. It is a big, boxy, roomy tender. Not clear why they haven't fitted the decoder socket in the tender, which is the way that a lot of manufacturers have gone.
So they'll connect into there, I assume.
I guess. But then they've also got that drawbar as well. Obviously the real locomotive had a drawbar, but the power connectors will go across as separate, disguised as the water and presumably vacuum pipes.
Which I think is a fantastic. I'd like to see more manufacturers do things like that. Use the actual machinery that was on the locomotives to disguise them. Mind you, Ellis Clark are notorious for this.
Ellis Clark trains are perfectionists.
Yeah, remember that little wagon that has all kinds of sounds and effects in it, and I couldn't work out where they put all this stuff.
Oh, you mean the Wickham rail trolley?
That's the one, the Wickham trolley.
We got there in the end.
I think they're really pushing the boundaries on stuff. It's going to be interesting.
Angus's try says, and another case of manufacturers doing the same thing, unfortunately. What you've got to remember is that both Ellis Clark trains and KR models have been working presumably at about the same length of time on this.
Yeah,
they've both.
I mean, look at that.
They've both independently spent thousands upon thousands, if not tens, or even hundreds of thousands of pounds on these. You don't just bail out the project that's far along. KR models only found out about Ellis Clark trains last Friday when they made their surprise announcement, and I believe that Ellis Clark trains only found out about KR models last Friday when Keith Revel from KR Models rang them up and went.
I doubt he did it like that. He probably phoned them up and went, guys, how far along are you? Because we've been on this with this for almost 2 years.
We've been working on it 18 months, shall we? So they're both going ahead. And it'll be interesting. Now, bear in mind, the KR Models one is quite a lot cheaper. Its RRP is a lot lower. The Ellis Clark Trains version that you're seeing on your screen there is it's going to be a museum quality model. Yeah. But you pay money for that.
Of course you do. So you take your money and makes your choice.
Yeah, so these are £295 for the DCC Ready version, so the basic model. But they feature a lot of brass and die-cast construction. These will be an amazing model, but they will be expensive. Now, the I'm not sure they haven't. I don't know whether they've mentioned yet, but bollocks to it. I'm going to just mention
Jenny.
The KR Models one will also feature an option for their working smoke unit. This has been announced for Big Bertha, so I'm not breaking any embargo on that. And you know what? Executive decision. I'll browbeat them if they try and try. If they can't do it, go, what are you telling them for? It's like, you're going to tell people eventually. Right, so working smoke unit is available on the KR Models version. So yeah, but no, this looks amazing. If you want a museum quality model, then Ellis Clark trains. The Ellis Clark trains are perfectionists. It's basically perfect. Yeah. It's like when they did the O-gauge Wickham trolley and the O-gauge press flow cement. There will never need to be another model because, quite frankly, they're perfect.
I have to say, I still can't get over the fact that that Wickham trolley is O-gauge. It's so small.
Gwian Rhys Davies says, what did people think about the Oxford Rail announcement? I think it was expected. I think people are glad to hear some news that the J26 and the Cowan's 15-ton crane are still progressing. But, Gwian, I think Dapol may have stole the show so far with their Class 323 in double O gauge, which we talked about before. Yeah. Right. Can we find the stuff from Hellion?
That's what I'm trying to bring up
so
now.
It'd be Ben Jones there, further down, underneath.
That?
Yeah, that's the one. I was going to say underneath the email, and then I thought, no, I'm not telling people who keeps emailing me. Right. So this is embargo. Oh, no, the Class 44 was last weekend. Right. When's this? Oh, I forgot about this one. So does it say when it's embargoed to? Unveiled at Warley.
Past 9 today.
Hellion announced a Class 24 in O gauge. So I'm just
getting the images up. I didn't know about this one until Jen told me.
Unfortunately, I forgot. Yeah, I remembered now that they told me. So you may have seen the little hints that Hellion have been dropping. But for you O gauge modelers, yes, you, looking at you.
Just you. Just that one. No, I'm joking.
O-gauge Class 24. This is following on. They have done the Class 25, so the Class 24 is an obvious partner to that, along with the Class 26. it does mean I have no information, but I think the Class 27 can't be far behind. But these are the 24s for 2024. So these are quite well advanced. If they're due out in Feb...
Give me 1 second.
Actually, I'm not sure. No, that's...
Whoa.
So, right. Right, so I'm going to bring it up on screen.
There it is. Beep,
It says
beep.
you asked for it, so we're delivering it. In recent years, we've received more requests for an O-gauge Class 24 than anything else. This is Hellion speaking. So, the voice of Hellion. Hello, I'm Ben Jones. I don't really sound like this, but Jenny can't do many impressions. Says you asked for it, so we're delivering it. In recent years, we've received more requests for an O-gauge Class 24 than anything else. So we've gone all out to bring you not just the Class 24O, but also the later Class 24-1s and the Scottish region 24-1s with twin headlights.
Look at that. Look at the detail.
It is good. The skinhead Class 24Os... Hello, do you want trouble? We're skinheads. Will arrive first in 6 authentic BR-era liveries and 5 Class 24-1s to follow in 2025. Look out for the first engineering prototypes that are on display right now at the Warley NEC show, but we've got photos, so there you go. Excuse me, on November the 25th and 26th, 2023. Also will be shown at Model Rail Scotland in Glasgow, February 23rd and 25th of 2024. These outstanding new models feature all new body toolings with authentic variations between the different subtypes, bespoke bogie and underframe parts, detailed cab interiors, and much more. Variations include bodies with original skirts or skirts removed. So
hey!
So we're going through
the art, they're noticeable differences straight away.
Yeah. So these look really, really nice.
They really do.
And does this mean that they might be doing... so I've wondered this about Bachmann with their 24-1s, and they also bring out the 25s. Does it... anybody in the know about 24s and 25s? The 25Os are the subclass of Class 25s that, as far as I'm aware, have never been offered in model form. Certainly not by Bachmann or Hellion. But does a model of a 24-1 open the door on producing, I think it's the first 10 or 20, or maybe it might be 25 of the Class 25s, were more like the 24s than they were the 25s, I believe. So I am curious. Right. So 24O models, catalogue numbers 2450 to 2455 will include BR Green unnumbered small yellow panels, BR two-tone green unnumbered small yellow panels, BR green unnumbered. Oh, sorry, no,
blue unnumbered.
Sorry, BR blue unnumbered, BR green as 24090 full yellow ends weathered. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner, the one that Jenny wants. And BR Railway Technical Centre 97201 Experiment. Oh, that's the model that keeps on giving. And then 24-1 models are going to be catalogue number 2470 to 2474. And these are BR Green unnumbered, NER small yellow panels, BR Green unnumbered SCR small yellow panels, BR blue unnumbered LMR full yellow ends, BR blue unnumbered SCR full yellow ends, twin headlights. The recommended price is £649 or £669 weathered.
And of course, remember, these are O-gauge.
They are O-gauge, so yeah, you pay a lot more for O-gauge big models. But yeah, I'm actually on the early December we're getting that conifer cut down, so the Garden Railway will be getting completed. And here we are. The first engineering prototype samples just arrived for review. Hence these photographs. Have we shown all the photographs on the screen?
Yeah.
Do you want to flick between them? So
sure.
So high quality design and construction, heavy duty twin motor flywheel drive, powered roof fan, plug and play DCC interface, which I think will be the ESU XL socket. There isn't any non-sound version of that though. That's the only thing. I've not been able to find a non-sound version of the XL socket, which is a bit of a shame. Heavy-duty twin motor, flywheel drive, powered roof fan, plug-and-play DCC interface, disc and head code panel variants, plug-and-play DCC. They put that in twice. There's a Ben, I found a misprint in your thingy. Etched grills, separately switchable lighting features, and exquisite detail is listed as a feature. So I'm sorry, but it's going to be exquisitely detailed anyway because it's a Hellion model, so they'll in O gauge and that it will be done nice. Right. Anyway. So, East Coast Model Railway says, hello, Angus's train says, I'm definitely running out of money with all these models I want.
Just a bit, yeah.
Robert, I think this is going about the War Department 210-0. Shall we bring...
Did that not work?
Oh, something's crashed.
Oh. Okay.
Can you manually change it?
Yeah.
The Stream Deck has crashed.
Well, these things happen.
That is weird. Right, I've never seen... Oh, there we go. Right, now it's... Yeah, it's woken up. Skipsy Train says you need to learn how to do a Yorkshire accent.
I knew you were going to say Bargum.
Hey lad, yeah, come on, get to whip it out. We got whip it parking outside.
Jerry BVR says the RRP is one kidney or a surplus limb. Yeah, but it is all gauge.
Yeah, and just remember, you got 2 kidneys, and you technically only need 1 to live. And also, you
don't tell people these things.
And technically, you can cut a bit off your liver and grow a new liver. So just putting that out there.
We do not condone this, please, yes. YouTube. It is a joke.
For legal and tax purposes, we seriously don't condone you doing that.
So, are there any other things that we need to cover? Any other announcements that have been announced? Well,
of course, the KR model announcement, you will have seen the video on this channel. Also, we put out the Big Bertha video on Friday. It's doing incredibly well. Anybody would think that was a really, really popular locomotive choice. So really looking forward to that.
Ben Tullett says, busy show today. Layout is at has a large crowd. That's good news.
Where are we looking?
Right at the bottom of the...
Oh, Ben Tullett says, hello, Jenny. Busy show today. The layout I am at has a large crowd.
This is good news.
Absolutely. So, Ben Davis says, what J26 Oxford Rail livery is the new one today at Warley? Thanks. Well, they've provided an update on the project. Now, I think people were speculating, are they going to announce an all-new model? There's the rail-mounted JCB was the new model. Small steps, but the J26 and the Cowan Sheldon 15-ton crane have received a long-awaited update. They are still going ahead. The Northeastern Railway livery version of the J26 is the new livery that's been announced. I don't believe that was announced before. So we're also getting BR. Presumably early and late crest, and also the 2 different LNER liveries, plus Northeastern Railway livery, which I'm really looking forward to. Top picks for me, BR livery, Northeastern Railway livery. So it's great to see that this is going ahead, that it has been worked on. Cowan's 15-ton crane as well. They're doing a match wagon for that, so you could argue that's the new announcement for the show. It's great to see. We're chugging a bit now. You've opened the emails.
Yes, that's just how it is. I'm just trying to see if they've got an announcement in one of their emails.
No, there's no other new...
No, the details about liveries is what I'm looking for.
Northeastern Railway livery. So if you read the text that she sent us, that tells us somewhere in there. Look, I know it's Northeastern Railway livery.
Fair enough.
You might not believe it, but I do read these things before we go live.
You do?
Yeah.
My goodness.
So there is going to be... People ask about 009 build. Now, Myneth Tatus will be at the Rattery Little Train Show So just want to share this with you. Let's go
to the big cam.
So this is the Model Rail show, which you can catch. The Cupboard Monkey and I will be there with Mineth Tatus. And this is the Rattery Little Train show. This is at the Village Hall, Rattery, South Brent, TQ109LD. It's down near Totnes and Newton Abbot. But it'll be Mineth Tatus will be there. But Mineth Tatus is tentatively for sale because I need the space for an all-new 009 build. Now, I did mention this before, and I had one person waste my time a little bit over buying Mineth Tatus. Nothing happened. So Mineth Tatus is for sale. You know, make me an offer.
One pickled egg.
I'm not just giving it away.
2 pickled eggs.
Oh, it's tempting.
Ben
Davis.
Do you need me for the rest of this? Because I am.
No, I think we're done. We've gone through. Let's see. We've done Acura Scale, Hellion, KR Models, Ellis Clark Trains, Daypol, Oxford Rail. We're done. So there we go. They're all the announcements from Warley. And for those of you who are not at Warley,
like us,
Angus's train says we will ship the 009 layout to Australia. I don't know what that would eat. You'd have to put it in a crate, like a wooden packing crate.
It would cost a fortune.
I'll be honest with you, it would be cheaper, probably, to fly me to Australia and have me speed build a replica.
Yeah.
And then fly me back. Don't forget that bit. I'm not walking.
No, you have to swim.
No, I'm not walking home.
No, you can't. You have to swim.
Alan,
4 pickled eggs.
Oh,
I can't compete with that kind of price.
No, I need to put a redneck accent on and go.
Guys,
No
I'm
tire
sorry.
kickers. I know what I got.
I'm sorry. I'm going back to bed. I had
Okay.
a terrible night's sleep.
Okay, the Monkey of Madness is going now. So
See you later, guys.
we're gonna kind of meld across into a virtual model railway show, where I'm going to show off that I repaired the turntable. Look at that! You just see it doing its special thing.
Before I go, do you need a drink of anything?
Actually, I wouldn't mind a pint of fizzy juice.
Okay.
So there we are. Look at that. Look, we got a working turntable again. Angus's train says, "Okay, fine, I'll do that. You can come and build me a layout and meet me." Yeah. You know, 2-3 weeks in Australia.
Yeah.
I've got relatives actually in Warrigal. Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent. Great to see you. We've not seen you for ages. We have missed you. How are you doing? Ben Davis says, "I love the big MR 010, aka Big Bertha or Big Emma." Incidentally, people wondered about the nicknames. People call it Big Bertha, but actually the Midland Railway men called her Big Emma, and even into LMS days. And the reason was the letters that were originally on the tender: MR, Emma, Emma. There we are. There's the origin of Big Emma. Can't wait to get my WD Austerity 210 khaki sound. Thanks for the streaming. You're welcome. Wiven Model Railway says, Ben Davis, price is around 110 according to the website. Is this... just trying to scan up. Is that for the J26? J. Paul Anderson says, "Bye, Monkey." Yeah, she's not well. She had her combined flu and COVID booster yesterday, and it is taking a toll. Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent, says, "Jenny, I found something great today. It's the Aoshima Kickline Chelsea's Oldsmobile 98 building kit from 2003. Good find." Angus's train says, "In all seriousness, you so need to come to Australia for lots of different railway stuff. You can see our massive coal trains." Absolutely. And I would like to see the Puffing Billy Railway. And is it the Duringo Museum? Where the War Department 280 is, the former Robinson 8K. But yeah, I would love to come to Oz. I do have relatives out there. They are dim and distant relatives. My grandmother did go out there in the 80s and visited them all. But you have to remember that from the family's point of view, they were it was my grandmother's cousin that emigrated. So by the time you get down to my grandmother's grandchild, obviously because she's my grandmother, I don't know what relative that makes me, but we're like pretty distant by the time you get to me. So whilst I do have relatives in Warrigal, I've never met them, talked to them, had contact with them. Thank you, Cupboard Monkey.
Right, I'm going back to bed. I've had like 3 hours sleep. Take care.
Okay. So, excuse me. So, anywho, yeah, Wyvern Model Railways is the J26. Sorry, should have said. So, £110 RRP. Excuse me. That suggests that it will be just shy of. It will be under the £100 mark. And Dorigo says Angus's trades. Absolutely, yeah. Alan Pollock says, "Hi guys, got to go shopping." Angus's train says, or Richmond Vale Railway Music. That's the one. It has the Robinson 8K, which is closer to me than Dorigo or Puffing Billy. Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent, says, "Jenny," and I found, is it Jada or Yada Toys 124 scale Volkswagen Beetle taxi with a Mute the Mime figure from the Hollywood Rides range. Cool. Ben asks, what livery of the 210 will you get if you got one? I like the War Department khaki, but I also like the Longmore Military Railway blue and red. Angus's train says, we also have the South Maitland Railway Bayer Peacock 10 class locomotives. Yes, you do. There's a lot of great railway heritage in Australia, I also would love to. I'm not going to call it walkabout because that is a thing. It's like just disappear off into the bush and won't be back for years. But no, I'd love to go to Alice Springs, Ayers Rock, do Sydney. You go to Australia, you've got to go and see the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Opera House, Bondi Beach, just to say you've been there. There's a lot of places, and I guess a lot of Aussies probably never go to a lot of these places, or if they do, maybe once. I suspect Sydney's quite an expensive city. Jerry BVR says 10 print, monkey go to bed. Nigel Cole, no, it's not Monday. This is our special coverage of all of the new announcements from Warley. I'm not going to go through them in detail again, but we've got an O gauge class 24 from Hellion, plus the double O gauge class 44 announcement. We've also got from Oxford Rail, finally got an update on the J26, and the Cowan Sheldon crane is now getting its own match wagon. They are progressing. There's a new Northeastern Railway liveried version of the J26 announced. We've also got from them a road rail version of the JCB. That's the new announcement. Daypol are announcing the class 323 EMU electric locomotive. That is the sleeper hit for me, to be honest. We've also got KR Models announced their War Department 210 this morning. Yes, before you ask, it's the same prototype Ellis Clark trains announced last week. Both companies have been working unbeknownst to each other on the model for a long, long time. They're not copying, it's just simply a case of sometimes you get this. Angus's train says, yes, I was at Bondi on Thursday. Beautiful spot. Sydney is very expensive with lots of poverty, and we have the massive Sydney Central. And Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, Yada Toys also released the Obelisk themed Chevy K5 Blazer, which comes with a die-cast figure of Obelix. It's also from Hollywood Rides as well. Gamehammer Classic Gaming posts rubbish as usual. There we are. Angus's Trains asks, when do you reckon we'll get more TT stuff? It's coming in dribs and drabs. The thing is, it's being announced from Hornby and Pico, seem to be the two major UK retailers doing it. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think, we're not going to be overwhelmed with announcements, because I think at the moment Hornby have announced a lot. They're going to work through that before they start making new announcements. But Pico, I think we're going to see more wagons. Right, anyway, so we, Topsy and I are going to step away from the mic, and we're going to leave you with a little bit of trains running. So this will be a virtual model railway exhibition for all those of you who couldn't make it to Warley. Let's have our own little exhibition here. So from me, from the monkey, from Gandalf, and Topsy Toaster, the host with the toast, take care, and see you later. And don't forget, if you haven't seen it, do check out the KR Models War Department 210 announcement. Robert says Hornby announcement at 12 could be TT120. They have not sent me any information, so I genuinely have no idea what the Hornby announcement is.
Yeah.
Yes?
Before you do the virtual exhibition, why not say a quick note last one?
Okay, so first of all, I've been told we're going to have a quick note from our sponsor, and then we're going to continue with a virtual model railway exhibition. But from me, and from the monkey, and from the host with the toast, you take care, enjoy your Saturday, and we'll be back regularly as usual on Monday. Take care, bye for now.
Hello and welcome to WWCIX. We are an award-winning specialist and manufacturer for miniature scenery modelling. We are proud to have produced one of the best-selling ProGrass micro applicators, and we've refined our quality products and systems with both beginners and expert modellers in mind. We supply and manufacture everything you may need, from static glass applicators, static glass tufts, handcrafted MDF and hand-poured resin products, all designed and curated in-house, with you, the modeller, in mind. You can find us at www.cnix.com or in store at Unit 6, Buford Court, Plasmal, Swansea.
Oh no, Sir Nigel Gresley's getting dizzy on the turntable. How fast can your turntable go? Delft Junction, no, I will not be at Warley this year. I'd just like to put out a correction on the War Department KR Models release video. I'm getting a lot of flack because the script I was given apparently contained inaccuracies. Now, as any other presenter of video or TV or film knows, you just work from the script you're given. So I was told at the time that none lasted into BR ownership. This is not the case, and I just want to say that I'd appreciate it if people stop having a go at me for using the information that I was given at the time. Mr. Matthews, Daypole Class 323, and Helen Class 24 in O gauge. Oxford Rail are doing the JCB Road Rail version, and updates on the 15-ton Cowan's crane and the J26. We've got the Acura Scale Panniers, Ellis Clark Trains, War Department, KR Models, War Department, and the Class 44 from Hellion as well. Yeah, with regards to people having a go at me, it's, you can guess the location, RM Web, where people like to criticise from the comfort of their armchair. And basically what it is when I recorded the War Department launch video back in March, I was given some information which has now turned out to be not entirely true, and I'm being sniped at for this, even though, you know, as a presenter you go off the script or the fact sheet that you get given. You have no reason to question it at the time. But apparently the armchair surfers seem to think that I should be the font of all knowledge and question everything that I'm given. Rich's Microcosms has ever thought about a live stream viewpoint from a passenger car window, wirelessly of course. Yeah, we can film it using our cube cam, but we can't stream it in high res. The cube cam does have a Wi-Fi Connect system where you can view it on your smartphone, but it's incredibly low res. So as it stands, we don't have the equipment to do that. But yeah, it would be lovely to be able to do that at some point in the future. I think it's definitely an area which would work well as an alternative viewpoint. But just at the moment, our technology is not quite there to be able to do it. We can do it for pre-recorded videos though. Rich's Microcosm. No, this layout is 00, which is 4mm to the foot, whereas HO is 3.5mm to the foot. They both run on exactly the same width track. But us funky Brits decided that 00 was the way to go. The reason being, basically, being first to a market isn't necessarily the best, because people go, I like what you've done there, but I'm going to change it here and here. And basically 00 is a fudge. The British loading gauge is smaller than anywhere else in the world. And so that means in HO our models would have been just too small to fit the electric motors of the day back in the 1930s. So 00 was a compromise to make electric trains in 00 possible. Obviously the world moved on, and 00 just became so ingrained in the UK that it would be almost impossible to switch us over to HO now. But that is the, in a nutshell, story of why us funky Brits use 00, but everybody else uses HO. Delft Junction, yeah, I'm doing, where's my little cheat sheet, which camera are we on? Right, so, I'm actually doing the Rattery Little Train Show next weekend, which is down near, Totnes and Newton Abbot, so, let me just hold that in front of the screen. So this is the show that I will be at with Myneth Tatus, and, it's a nice little show. Never done it before. We got invited, and that is a great opportunity, not just for people to come and meet us, but for us as well. And like you say, smaller shows, much more laid back, and actually you're able to see things. One of the things that has started to put me off the bigger shows is that you can't easily get close enough to a layout to be able to see it properly. Because, you know, if you've got a layout that's, let's say, 20 feet long, and you've got people 5 deep along the entire length of the barrier, even if you get to the front, you're getting to the front at one place. So if you want to see the rest of the layout, you've then got to kind of move through the crowd. It's just really, really hard, and I just find it very difficult when there's large crowds to, you know, even film layouts is hard, and I think all YouTubers would say the same. Rich Microcosm says, I'll look for a setup to fit 00. Would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, for UK Outline, there's a lot of stuff. But I don't think anybody else models in 00. So if you look at any European, Scandinavian, Australian, Chinese, Indian, or US or Canadian models, South American models, they're all HO for around this size. They all run on the same track. I mean, I can run HO models here on this layout, but they are, of course, slightly different scale. Excuse me. No worries, Stealth Junction. Oh, oh. Right, we're going to start rounding down now. So thank you so much for joining us for this live stream. It's always an honour, as always, to hang out with you guys. I had quite an extended trains running session, so anybody who's coming to this stream on the rewind, so to speak, and watching this on catch-up, then definitely hope you've really enjoyed not just the new models that we've done the roundup of, but also this extended trains running session. And I even got my turntable to work. How's that for great? You guys take great care of yourself, and have a great weekend as well. If you're going to Warley tomorrow, then have a great time. But at the moment, I think today I've been told that the trains are unexpectedly having some kind of issue. So it's definitely one to make sure that you've got plenty of time. But thanks again for watching, and you have yourself a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye for now.